Yep, fine with me.
Probably going to ask you if it's cool recording it. All right, so
Yep.
completed the 42-day Unleash the Beast challenge. Just going to
Yep.
kind of, I'm going to kind of share kind of some results. So we got Mason Hahn here. Hahn, do I say that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, you just never know. And then, so we had a starting weight of 243, right?
Yep.
That was the starting weight. And we ended at 229. So like we talked earlier, that was a 14-pound difference in 42 days. Literally, invested 35 minutes a day?
Yeah, I'd say 35 to 40 minutes.
Yep, getting it done. And then nutrition-wise, it wasn't like, nothing was off limits.
No, I mean, I pretty much ate the same. I mean, I did eat healthier. I went from drinking tea a lot to nothing but water. So I think that definitely helps some.
Yep. So increase the water, right? Making sure we got our water intake, making sure we got our protein intake every day. And then just making sure we got our training in, even some bonus stuff like lots of stuff that we use in our VIP program that, we do daily movements, right? Outside of our workouts. A lot of our clients that do that with their wife or with their dog, or, like it's just a good time to kind of center the brain. And then obviously doing some affirmations, gratitude stuff. I believe that's a huge part of long-term success, is finding things to be grateful for, and then just trying to, make sure that we're putting our best foot forward every day in form of affirmations. So I got some before and after pics. Look at that. You see that?
Yeah, definitely a difference. My wife, I always have my wife take my pictures, man, and she's always like, "Man, you're losing your left hand." I'm like, "Thank God."
Look, you're losing the man boobs, right? Like they're starting to be an outline of an actual guy's chest, and the love handles obviously drop down. So pretty cool for 14 pounds, right?
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing. The scale isn't always the best indicator, right? I love doing pictures because my weight doesn't fluctuate a whole bunch, but like the shape of stuff definitely fluctuates a lot. So all body weight, done it. Did you do it? You did it all at home, didn't you?
Yep, I did everything at home. I actually, I used to go to the gym every day. When this challenge started, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna live by the challenge and not go to the gym at all. And everything was at home. Sometimes I do the backpack walk or whatever, and then most of the time I do a 2-mile run down the back road that we have hills and stuff on.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, and we just give kind of that basic outline for like, here's the minimum amount of work required, right? Like it doesn't have to be any more, but if you want to do more, awesome. I'm a firm believer when we get into, actually designing programs for guys that we get, one-on-one stuff, like more is not always better. It's not always better. And it took me a lot of years to figure that out myself by pounding my head against the pavement. Obviously, these workouts, fairly repetitive, right? Like you're doing the same thing every single day.
Yep.
And some people would be like, oh, I just, I got bored with it. And I mean, I've literally had challengers that were like 2 weeks in and they're like, well, I started doing this. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I hope that goes well. Like, and at the end of the day, it's all fundamental movements and it's all body weight. And I think that's the hardest part for a lot of people to grasp on, is that like, I'm 47 years old and I did this exact same 6 weeks, exactly how it was designed, and got really good results, right? Like I didn't lift one weight inside of it at all, except for the backpack walks. So I think that people just like we as humans gravitate towards, the new thing or the flashy thing, or, that kind of thing, where in the end it's the simple fundamentals get the results. So, if you drop 14 pounds or reshaped your, even if it wasn't 14 pounds, but if you made the same transformation the next 6 weeks, what do you think? I mean, you're going to look completely different again.
Right.
And
that's goal to that. Go ahead.
Yeah. And it didn't take you hours in the gym. You didn't have to drive to a gym. You didn't have, you didn't have any excuses to not get it in, because you could do it right at home. Right.
Yep.
That's kind of the cool thing I think about it. So here's the side picture.
Oh, wow.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Just knowing, like, leaning out really well. You know, and that's pretty cool. That's a
Yeah.
fun picture to look at. Just seeing it shrink, that it's like you're smaller. So
Right.
kind of some of the key indicators. How was the energy level from day 1 to day 42 for you? You notice any?
How was it?
Yeah, energy levels like on a daily
I'd definitely
basis.
say I went from being like sluggish. I mean, I still had energy, but I felt after I do my workout in the mornings, I was way more awake and stuff. I had a lot more energy going into my work and coming home and spending more time with kids and stuff. Had a lot more energy.
Right. Cool. Awesome. Well, great work. It's really, you know, once again, in 42 days, like a lot can happen in 42 days, and you sure made it happen. And once again, even though like 14 pounds doesn't sound like a lot, when you put these pictures up here, to me, it's just crazy different. Like you're a completely different person. Still got the same kind of sunburn though going on there, buddy.
Yeah, that's first being a ginger and working on a farm, and I got
Yeah.
Hey, I usually do it in a cutoff because I get tired of being albino.
Yeah, that's cool.
So my wife was actually making fun of me for that on my last picture. So she's like, "You got the same sunburn lines."
Same lines. That's cool. Well, at least you're different. You know, Denny actually went opposite. He was darker in his first picture than his last picture. And or no, how did that work? It was like a reverse of what you typically see. Like I went and did some tanning before my last picture because that's, you know, I've been always, you know, looks a little bit better the darker you are, but Denny actually went backwards because like the week before he started, he was on a roof for like 10 days straight. So, and he didn't have a shirt on. So he was like beat red. And then 6 weeks later, he hadn't been outside. So, but at least not without a shirt. So pretty funny. So,
Right.
cool. I'm going to stop the recording.